Guys, we are out of the woods. We have 5 long days. Sweet long days before Jeremiah comes back for the weekend.
Don't let the killer get you!
Isn't that crazy? We're gonna get so much.
I know.
And Conrad's point of view is coming up. It will change lives. We don't have to worry because he's not gonna be a side character for much longer.
No more Conrad side character. Come to the main stage, Connie.
Step up.
Step up, Connie, baby.
Calling for him.
Yep.
Jordan before that said Steven's song.
Okay, wait. Like,
The lyrics.
remember when I hit the brakes too soon? 20 stitches in a hospital room. You started crying, baby. I
did
did too.
But the same song. Oh,
I guess that's kind of Taylor's song.
Yeah.
Then
Taylor
Taylor's
would like
song
that
to Steven. Today is our debrief episode of episode 4.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yep.
It's flying by.
Sweet, sweet relief, you guys. This is my favorite episode yet, personally. Can you say the same?
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
We're giddy. And it's only going up from here, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
especially our Connie babies who haven't read the book, just know I think it's getting better from here. And I mean, we liked the first 3 episodes as well, but like this one really hit home, of course, for us, because it's like, it's really the start of the whole thing.
It is. It's
Do you know
really
what I mean?
like everything needed to get into their places for it to really begin.
Yes.
And I like the fact that we're people who read the book, we are still wondering what's happening, and like I do like that.
I think
I'm starting to
Jenny
like
and
it.
whoever, they've done such a great job for even the book people to not know what's coming next.
And I'm loving it. As I do every week, I've been trying to keep up in the audiobook.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
And to like see what's going to come next and predict even.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because we could be getting Conrad's point of view, I
Right.
actually don't know what's happening. Because
No, and you don't know what you're getting from that.
even if you go back into the book, a lot of the things that happened already actually happen later on in the book. So it's like
Right.
all flipped.
Very flipped.
It's a nice surprise.
I agree. It's like really refreshing, actually. Also, like, I feel like the audience, most of them, and you guys are like world class Easter egg hunters. Like, if there was a competition, winners.
On it, I can't even keep up. I honestly like. I was going through the comments, and I have a TikTok folder to like keep everything in place for these debriefs, and it's like actually impossible to feel like I'm hitting every single one.
Because like, there's so many, and we're gonna go
So
through a lot of
many.
them. But like, we're like the gatherers. I actually feel like that meme of like the soldier on the horse with the lantern. You know what I'm saying? Like going to tell the townspeople everything. That's like how I
That's
feel.
us.
Yeah. But like, this is the thing I found. Okay, I found one thing.
What'd you find?
You know, in the first like scene where Jeremiah is like at his job or like internship, he has his phone. His phone case is blue. I didn't see anybody else say that.
Yes. That's how I felt though when I did that. I forget what I said last episode, but that's literally how I felt. I'm like,
I'm an observationalist.
no one said it, but I
I saw it. Jenny said in an interview recently that there's one Easter egg that nobody has said yet.
There's one that fans have not picked up on, and then
What?
I won't say until everything's over. It's
I
small. It's small, but it's just I haven't noticed it.
Yes, and I
have a couple ideas. Do you?
I do too, and I think I put them in
Well,
somewhere.
I stole a couple ideas. Let me put it that way. I
From
didn't come up
someone
with these. Yes, I saw other people say these. By the way.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what this could be. Like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
And it's really making me think Taylor is going to be pregnant.
Oh no, that wasn't one of mine. Is it really?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm just like
Yeah.
fear mongering.
Right. Should I say the red flags now that I think they are just as we go? Maybe.
Wait, what red flags?
Like maybe, or I'm sorry. I just gave it away. One of the Easter eggs. Damn it. But did you know that one? The red flag theory?
Yeah.
That when Belly is at the cousin's house, we're flash forwarding for a little bit, but when she's at the cousin's house, she opens up the closet to put her wedding dress in there, and there's a big red flag at the top.
That's crazy.
I mean, even if that's like not the red or the oh my god, the Easter egg that we're missing, that is crazy.
Yeah, it's and weird timing because it's like, when would we see Belly's closet
Right.
with that dress?
And actually, speaking of that scene, people said that if you look at like the trailer, the dress is back out in the closet. So people are saying when she's looking at Junior Mint, is that her wedding day when she's like standing there and her dress is like being prepared? Because in the scene we've already seen, it's in the closet. You see her
How
putting it in the
weird.
closet.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, she has it on her closet. You know what I'm saying? Outside of it.
Yeah.
Or people say it's the painting.
That got me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that looks like Conrad.
It, like,
that doesn't
really
look like Adam.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
like Conrad.
The first scene. Okay. Belly confirmed employed.
They're
Jeremiah.
both employed. Well, he's interning, but
Right.
whatever. Maybe
They're
he's making
paid
something.
internship. What did he say? His stipend. He can send her over his stipend for the day. He could get 2 drinks. I'm like, $30? Your stipend is $30 a day?
Smack him.
I don't know what a stipend is, but stipends are often provided in training positions, such as intern apprentices. Okay. Yeah, we can see that Belly is working at Bears, which is a thing from the book.
Mm-hmm. We were questioning that. We were asking when that would happen.
Yep.
She's girl bossing it. She's really working hard to pay her wedding.
Yep.
And he was very clearly kind of embarrassed.
I know. I was like
not embarrassed, but he had a low-key attitude on Belly's birthday.
That's what I was
just
thinking.
say that.
Trying to be nice, singing her happy birthday, but then it gets embarrassed because his coworker sees him. And it's like, I understand that, but you called her. That's what pissed me off. She didn't call you. You called her.
I agree.
And then you're going to get embarrassed and she's like, that's it. And then he's like, I am at work.
I got that.
Back off.
Drinks on the birthday girl. I'm so hot for you right now. Let's talk about that.
Like, again, that is very clearly like all we're getting from Jeremiah is that he's like so horny for Belly. And it's like, it's like, seems like a very big push to the audience of like, hey, this is a very physical relationship.
Yes. And I think that's for a reason, because it's like,
for sure.
Even with the ending scene with Conrad, when they hug, you can feel a lot more intimacy and like energy with that versus I'm so hot for you right now.
Yes.
Like, just even when they talk, like,
the way they talk about Belly and to Belly.
Yes. Subtly, it's being shown. And I think it's important to like remember that.
Yes.
You know?
I agree. And I just think it's interesting when you see Jeremiah in different parts of his life, like at work or around Conrad, he like kind of shrivels up into his shell and is like not as confident. But then you see him at like his frat and he's like, get the party started. You know what I'm saying?
Very
like
different.
Right. It's just interesting how that dynamic shifts whenever, like, depending on who he's around. Like, just saying.
Especially around his family and like Conrad, his dad even.
Yes.
It's very much different.
I agree. And can I say, I kind of like this Nepo baby. Like, okay, if you talk like the Nepo baby time thing, just I'm saying like it's very 2025 to have the Nepo baby conversation in this show.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And I like it when they kind of time mark things like that.
I was going to say in Belly's room, we see a lot, actually. They give us a lot. She's on FaceTime with Jeremiah, and she gets up to like do her tie, and you can see an old selfie with her and Conrad that it's cut off. That people are spying, that one right there. I didn't even
know that.
And Conrad's like up there.
Yeah.
It's kind of cut off in there, but it is them. Then we also see Conrad's boa from season 2.
Asterisk Connie baby.
What season is that in?
2.
When
they're at the store getting all the party stuff.
There are little hints. There's glimmers that Conrad's in her room.
Connie baby will always be around somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Or a farm.
Mm-hmm. I was actually re-listening to the book today too, and it's like it is so interesting how it shifts as far as like even on her birthday, because obviously like it's not her birthday when in the book.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like at this point in the show, it's like mixed matched that way.
Yeah.
And she like wakes up and smells her dad cooking, but it's not because it's her birthday in the book. It's because they want to talk to her about the wedding, whereas now it's because her birthday.
Because that's what I remember too, is like it was very significant of she woke up and could smell the coffee. It kind of throws me off when I watch it, because I'm like, the parents are very friendly and everything.
I know.
But it was very cute. They make her Mickey Mouse pancakes for her birthday.
So cute.
And they were this really did catch me off guard, because I was like, wow, everyone's very chipper for what just happened. In my opinion, she was being like respectful even when they Laurel called her out, being like, I can't.
It's just also so shattering. Like it was so sad. I think adding the birthday dynamic on top of it makes it even like harder to digest in a way.
I'm like, why are we doing this on your birthday?
Yes, because again, Belly, I mean, all these characters are flawed. They're meant to be flawed. You're meant to be annoyed with them. You know what I'm saying? Like frustrated with her so that you can see her growth towards the end, I think. I think that it's just, we still love Belly. All that to say, I love Belly.
I love Belly too. I also see Jeremiah interning, working at the office with Steven and Denise.
It's a very fascinating dynamic between them in general. They're kind of just like they butt heads, but at the same time they're very, very similar, and you can see that
there's like an undertone of like not even flirtiness. It's just kind of like where you're enemies to lovers, perhaps.
It's almost like already shifting into that where they're kind of like looking at each other like, did we just agree? Like, do we get along in that way? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh. And I think it's interesting that they're having Jeremiah. I mean, again, I know he has to work there. That's what's in the book. Like, I think that makes the most sense. I do. And I think that matches up with Jeremiah in general. But I do think just in general, for the greater purpose, you almost want to shake people like that. It's like, why are you working for your dad bringing him coffees. That's not going to make him respect you.
No, it's not. It's not going to help. And again, this is like furthermore that point of they're setting Jeremiah up to to compare the brothers.
Yes.
Like, why are you doing all this, and why? And then he goes to sit down with Steven and Denise, being like, or to Steven, I guess, and was like, why is my dad such a jerk?
Yes.
I'm like, you're feeding into it.
You literally are. Yeah, and exactly. That's what I'm
saying. And you're following his footsteps, ordering things at the dinner table that are most expensive, cheating on your girlfriend. Like, dare I say, I'm just saying.
Oh, brother.
There's a lot of things happening.
He asked his dad if he's bringing a +1, which I thought was quite random in the context of the show because we've never seen Adam with anybody else. I mean, we've heard about him with other people, don't get me wrong. Right. But I find it interesting that he's asking. Of course, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a single dad, whatever. Yeah. But
I thought the same thing, though.
Then, with Kayleigh being introduced to us, we get introduced to Kayleigh, you guys, which if you remember in the TV show in season 2, I think, when Conrad's on the phone, he tells Belly, my dad cheated on my mom with his assistant Kayleigh or whatever at his work.
Yes, and like even when I was watching that in season 2, I don't remember. I do remember being like, why are we knowing her name?
Right.
And it's interesting that they are bringing them together now.
Yes.
Of like it's making sense.
Yes, exactly.
For whatever reason.
And you see Kayleigh being very nice to Jeremiah and Jeremiah being nice back, which we know that, or I mean, we can assume, I would assume that Jeremiah does not know about Kayleigh and his dad.
Right. And like maybe Conrad's keeping it. And
I think that's kind of like the reoccurring thing is Conrad knows all this stuff and doesn't tell Jeremiah. He doesn't want to like worry Jeremiah or whatever like it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big brothering.
Yes, exactly. And so I think that that's part of it. I do think that Jeremiah probably doesn't know that might be something down the line. And what if he's asking, are you bringing a date? And it's going to be Kayleigh and Conrad's going to be like, bro, do you know?
Yeah, it could be a bigger plot line. I know it.
I don't know why I have that feeling in this whole episode and throughout his entirety of his existence, thinking he can kind of like schmooze people with his like charm kind of thing. And even his dad, he like still is even just trying hey, so are you gonna bring +1? Kind of buttering him up to like the idea, like soft launching. I think
he's really used to it working. Is what it seems like. Even with Laurel, we'll get into it.
Right. Like
it shows there again.
I agree. And if you go back to the past, Aunt Julia with that last house with the beach house, he was the one he thought, I got this. And even like speaking on Taylor, I do think like, I know a lot of people are so upset and mad about Taylor and Lucinda, but I don't hate it too much, to be honest, because it's like I do think it's actually really, really relatable.
I was thinking the same thing.
I know like so many people can relate to this, you know what I mean, like conversation of having to feel like you have to parent your parent or worry about them or be the mature one
to like be the bigger the parent.
Yes, exactly. And parent them. And
I actually am liking that.
Yeah, I agree. This. And she's an only child, and so it's like it falls onto only her. So I feel for her, and I think that this is just like a character building for Taylor in a way.
Yeah, I agree to see her.
Yeah, and it's like
more.
Yeah, and
we also see Jeremiah and Steven talk, and Jeremiah manipulates this whole situation.
I'm sorry, that was, I don't know whether he meant it, like, I don't know if he's like consciously a manipulator, like a evil one. I don't get that vibe from Jeremiah.
No, but he's really doing it a lot.
It comes very effortlessly, seemingly, to him to be so manipulative. He sees somebody, he knows how to get them to switch their mind and uses it. And Steven's clearly an easy target. You know what I mean? He thinks he can do that on other people and it doesn't work, but then it works on certain people.
Yeah. Yes, he's like really
waters them up,
really good at it. And like I know Steven in this situation is like just happy to be a best man.
Yeah, and this is also from the book as well, you guys.
Ellie also goes dress shopping with Taylor and Lucinda.
Yeah, and this was such a good scene. This is one that is also very like almost out of place than in the book. Like it's switched around a little bit.
Yeah.
But I really like how they did it, and I think it makes the most sense. Ask her mom to go, and then her mom say no kind of thing, and then go.
Yeah, it sets it up for it for sure.
Right, better. And it's like it just makes it so like devastating.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good word for it. It's devastating. And again, especially because it's on Belly's birthday. I don't know why we're dress shopping on her birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I get it, I guess. And Belly's very like obviously checked out in this.
Yes.
Or at first she's like Taylor's talking to her and she's kind of like, huh? I will say Taylor's being such a good friend to Belly in this, and I love her for that.
I agree.
She's taking care of her for us.
I agree.
Yeah, and we also see Belly's prom dress in the back. Speaking of prom.
Yeah.
And I did
That's
not
crazy.
clock that. I was not
unclocked.
It
was unclockable to us.
It was unclockable.
Yes.
In that moment,
Undetected
we
clock.
were unclockable.
Her.
Yes, precisely.
Yes.
And yeah, that was a good catch, guys. I didn't catch that.
Good
So
catch.
the dress she ends up picking is not the one in the trailer photos, apparently.
I know.
So
at first, we did think that. You guys, we stand corrected. You guys mentioned it is different.
It's different.
And once I saw the close-ups, I don't know if it's like meant to look really similar because it looks really similar. It's like similar shape, but you can see the details are different.
Yeah, it's like definitely different, but it is the same like
Right.
silhouette. Whenever Belly is with Conrad, maybe if she ends up there, that she switches dress because maybe Susanna had one in mind. Like that's my prediction, and that would be really sweet. But that's just my theory.
That's cute. And then obviously she gets like upset. Obviously, like when she buys it, it triggers her. I mean, she's already sad the whole time, but I think like once she probably like bought it, she saw Taylor and her mom like kicking together, and I think that really settled in for her. Like, you know, she said, girls are supposed to have their mom there for your, you know what I mean, wedding dress shopping, whatever. And when she steps outside to call Jeremiah, also in the book, can I say, when she's talking about like the way Laurel is about this wedding in the book, she mentioned something like, I know she's upset and she can't make decisions for me because she's 18, but right now I almost wish she could, kind of thing. Like she like admits to wishing she could kind of call off the wedding in a way and like just be like, my mom said I can't. But like when you're a kid and you just like you don't want to hang out with someone, so you ask your mom and you say no. It's like you want to be able to, and when you get 18, you can't say that.
And she's already in the position of like, this is imagine what she's thinking. She's like, I can't call it off.
Right, because my mom said no. No, but then also she can't call off because she's made this decision. She's stubborn probably and doesn't want to like go back on it. Yeah. And I just think it's an interesting little tidbit into her mind that I think we're not getting through the show.
And she's on the phone with Jeremiah even, and the first thought was, Conrad's your best man, because Jeremiah's like, oh, we have a best man, and she's like, Conrad? And it was Steven.
Yeah.
And I just think that's interesting. Conrad's the first on the mind. Always.
That is a reoccurring theme. To be honest, she said something about like
our mom's here.
No, she said.
Oh no, she says about how am I going to do this without my mom?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I get that. Or
yeah, like I know how it feels, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
he said,
like,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. And it's like don't get me wrong, like I am not dismissing the fact that he doesn't have his mom there either.
No, yeah.
But to me, it almost feels like, well, at least your mom's alive, kind of thing. It's like Belly was upset over something completely separate, and I think she's valid in that, you know what I mean, in the moment, not being able to go dress shopping with her mom. That was what was really upsetting her.
Yeah.
And it's like, to make it like also about you, it slightly pissed me off. Again, I can understand people's train of thought when they're doing that, when somebody's sad about something and they're also sad about their own thing.
Yes.
I get it. But
I
at
get
the same
it too.
time,
but it's the lack of empathy, I think, in that moment of like, why did he have to be low-key sassy in it instead of being like,
yeah,
I know, I get it.
Like, yeah, like I'm so
like
sorry,
sweet
Belly.
demeanor of it, of
right.
like, in that way.
I think you can combine those in a healthy way.
I do too. Like, I don't think that's so unreasonable in the moment.
Right. It's just showing that he can't really put his own emotions aside for her, I don't think, in many ways. I mean, we'll get there too. More on that soon.
More coming soon. Yeah. Jeremiah, on Belly's birthday, comes to Laurel and Belly's house, their residence, to bring lilies to Laurel with intent to win Laurel over. He brings over a store-bought Oreo cake for Belly's birthday,
which
random.
I thought was cute until I saw what Conrad did. To be honest,
I did too. Because even in the react, we were like, "That's cute."
Yeah, we're like, "Aw, cute." I'm sure she likes that. She said, "I'm gonna eat all the Oreos." Like, whatever.
Yes, until we realized like what Conrad did in the ending. We'll get to that, and then like Laurel and Dad make Mickey Mouse pancakes. And,
right. Like there's a clear theme of what Belly likes.
And not like,
and what like, she responds and appreciates.
Yes. There is a clear difference. And you know what the biggest difference I found is that Belly literally was like, oh, are these for me, the flowers? Nope. Not for you.
Nope.
I'm like, why are we not getting 2 flowers? That's just not.
You're so mad about
just my opinion. I don't know why I'm so like.
He could have taken 1 flower out for her and said,
I
this
know
one's
we're on a
you.
budget.
This one's for you, babe,
like,
and put
seriously.
it in her ear. I don't know.
I'm
just a romantic, I guess.
I guess so.
But
I hated that part.
You did.
Again, He did bring over the cousin's key.
Cute. But one of you mentioned, doesn't Laurel already have one of those?
Yes. Or like how I think someone commented too of like how did Belly get into the cousin's house on Christmas? And I said,
wait a second, that's a great
more
point.
on that. It was cute. I liked that part. I liked the key. I think it was very cute how they made it with a shell.
Then we get the scene, which I think is like, it's, in my opinion, such an impactful scene, and almost verbatim also from the book, may I add. Like, I know people are like, I don't know, I'm seeing like mixed emotions on this scene for some reason. I thought it was really powerful. You guys saw we were bawling. Like, I thought it was
so
really good.
Even
on both parts.
Yes, when I watch back, even to like the scene of just them yelling at each other upstairs.
Yeah,
I think that is such an incredible scene and like so true of how that relationship would be.
Yeah,
how
and
they acted.
People are like, Belly didn't have any tears, and I'm like, you don't have to have tears when you're like that mad and in an argument with your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, you know what I mean? You're so fucking mad and upset that you can't even like cry about it. You're just like angry and you're like wanting to cry, but you can't get it out, and you're just spitfiring.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe not everybody has this fire within them, but I've been there, baby.
No, but it does remind me of like, I know Belly's not a teenager anymore. In the book, she was. Yeah. Just saying. Yeah. The way she acted in that really reminds me of how someone would act as a teenager arguing with their mom. Yes. Of like someone who's like, they're just not seeing eye to eye, and how frustrating that is. Yes. She did an amazing job, in my opinion.
But that's the point, though. People are like, Belly's so immature. Like, that was such an immature thing for her to do. Like, who cares what Laurel thinks, whatever. But it's like, that is the exact point, is to show where Belly is on like the not emotional intelligence, I hate that phrase, but like, you know what I'm saying, like scale of like, she's younger, she's acting a little bit younger than she is maybe, and it might possibly be because she's stunted, or like she's not herself. You know what I'm saying? She's at a different level. She's surrounded, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's
what
not
do they say about strawberries?
And
the mold theory for strawberries. You are what you are around. So if one strawberry in the bunch gets moldy, they all do.
I've never heard that.
They
I
say,
like that.
You can can pick your friends.
Ew, I hate
you can't pick your friend's nose. What?
Oh.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are who you are. You're friends with.
You are who you are.
She's been in this 4-year relationship. You take on, whether or not you try to or whatever, you
different
take
roles.
On. Yeah, you take on that.
Yeah, it's
what
so
somebody
true.
else is around you.
And again, even when we see Belly with Conrad, she is like an older version of herself. She is not the way she is like.
No.
You know what I mean?
Even just like the way she speaks and like things like that. Can we also just say she is a youngest sibling?
That is so true. Like no one feels rage like a youngest sibling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they have it built up. I feel for them.
Yeah, we go through a lot.
Yeah.
Jeremiah also talks to Laurel. He said, I'm not a dumb kid, but Belly picked me. Laurel and Taylor have now both clocked that they are getting married because of the accident with Steven.
You can see it in Belly's face when people say it. She almost like something shifts in her face. You know what I mean?
Because she's like, they're reading
right through me. Right. I'm sure.
And Jeremiah saying that his mom would want this. And Laurel's like kind of, she like does like a slow blink of like, you just like don't know. No. Like, we're rooting for Conrad this whole time, by the way. Like your mother wanted, because he says, the son-in-law thing, you've always wanted me as a son-in-law. I cannot see that scene.
I don't think that was in the book.
Ever.
When I listened, was it?
I think so.
Or it was. Can I say,
maybe
like,
not.
Jeremiah was cringy in the book, okay? Jeremiah's character was meant to be cringy. Like, he was, the things he said, very accurate to the TV. Like, I do think Gavin's doing a really great job of, like, making you kind of, like, cringe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's doing that on purpose, because when he's not meant to do that, he doesn't do that. Like, I think it is intentional to an extent, or because it's the script. He was not as like pathetic as he was in the like in the book as he is in the show. Like, he's low-key, like, you feel bad almost for him. Like, he's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I agree, and it was not like that, but he's doing a really good job at making it feel like this is a hard watch, because it's terrible.
And like, don't want them together.
Laurel and Conrad have like FaceTime. They seem close. They're really close in the book. For him to be like, you've always wanted me as a son-in-law, when
it's so cocky.
Yes, and especially when like he just doesn't even know that Laurel and Conrad's relationship has always been better, probably. Yeah. Jeremiah and Belly run off to Conrad.
Literally.
Belly
God was telling her to just go to the beach house. She felt called to the beach house randomly.
She really did. She said, yeah, let's go there.
Yep.
And they were there. And the morning after, the fight at Cousins.
Another hard watch.
Belly and Jeremiah are big spoon, little spoon in the most unreal way.
Clap if you've ever wanted to kill somebody.
Unreal. There's no way they slept like that.
There's no way all night.
I can't even sleep with like my cat on me the whole night because you know when somebody's on you and you're like,
I do really love this scene. This is actually, I think, one of my favorite scenes I've ever seen before because I have a theory to go in on. Yeah.
Wow.
I got it from TikTok and I'll have to credit it. I'll send it to you so you can credit. Yeah. But she ate. Belly wakes up and it's very blurry on Conrad. It's like she's opening her eyes. And Conrad's standing there like, sees Conrad all blurry and in between dreaming and consciousness, which refers back to when Conrad talks about Belly with Agnes in the books. He says there has not been one moment. It was like gradually waking up. You go from being asleep to the space between dreaming and awake, then into consciousness. It was a slow process, but when you're awake, there's no mistaking it. There was no mistaking that it had been love. Conrad Fisher, that's page 406.
Okay,
There's a flashback to Christmas at Cousins when he opens the door. And again, we haven't seen the scene of Belly dreaming about Conrad until right now because this could be her dreaming of Conrad. And that's why she asked Conrad because she was just dreaming of him and woke up to see him and couldn't tell the reality that she was in, whether she was like dreaming or real life. And then it focuses and she realized it's not a dream and that she was just sleeping literally with Jeremiah, looking at Conrad while just waking up from a dream with him.
Yeah.
This blew my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense because we haven't really seen it.
No.
And then Belly is dreaming of Conrad still and has been probably, but we haven't seen it. And then in season 2, she says dreams aren't real and Jeremiah's real. Yet she's dreaming of Conrad while next to Jeremiah. And then the end scene, whenever we hear Hailey's comet, I'll just say it now, I guess, but the lyrics are, and I don't want you, but in my dreams I seem to be more honest. And I must admit, you've been in quite a few.
Yeah, I have a lot on that there when we get to that scene because that's crazy to me. But the parallels even to now, no, that's crazy because it goes with it. That's so interesting.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
You guys, like, we are finally here. This is the start of the season, in my opinion. This moment when her and his eyes meet, okay?
Yes.
When they have this moment between themselves that Jeremiah is always popping up.
And I think that's why I love when this happens, when it's like that, when they just think it's them and then Jeremiah pops in, but it's very intimate with each other for those seconds, and I think that's why we all love it so much.
I agree.
I also, another theory is that we're not getting a lot of Belly's point of view is because she's so distant from herself right now, which I've seen a lot, which also makes sense. So I wonder, we'll see more maybe as she gets it together.
I agree.
And I just love this scene. It's my favorite other than the ending scene.
No, literally same. I think that they did this scene so much better than in the book too. Can I just say, like, I shouldn't say better, but I just prefer the way that they did it in the show a little bit more with Conrad being at the house. Because in the book, he was just kind of like at the house. There wasn't like, I don't think there wasn't like a super reason.
No, and I actually think Jeremiah knew that Conrad was staying.
He knew. Whereas this, it's like a surprise. And Conrad is there because he doesn't have a job. He lost his job for Belly, basically, like in a way, twisted way. But lost it because of Belly and then is there. And then also chooses to stay there because of Belly. And it's like, it just is really putting a lot of things in motion to show you like what is at stake for Conrad to be there. Like there's a lot going into his decisions being there. And I think in the book it was just like, oh, he's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he's there because of Belly.
Yes.
Again, both ways. Even at this point, technically.
And stayed there.
Yes.
By the way. And which leads me to my next point of why Jeremiah is mad that Conrad is there. He says to Conrad, he's like, have you been there this whole time? Like, why I've been trying to call you or whatever. I don't know what he says, something like that. Because no one checked in then on Conrad, basically, from the restaurant. They don't know that he's there. I guess if he's trying to call, maybe.
Sure. Would Jeremiah be the one checking in on Conrad over that? I doubt that.
I know.
But I do think also it's interesting in that scene when you see like, you know, them catching up kind of in a way, and you know, Belly saying like, oh yeah, he works for your dad now and he's doing such a great job, and she always has to feel like she has to float Jeremiah up in front of him because she knows Jeremiah's insecure in front of him, and also like blatantly lie, like she doesn't know that he's doing well and he's not. Like there's, you know, even he says like, it's going as well as you think it would be. Like, he kind of like puts himself back on Earth, like in a way.
I agree.
Where she's like, yeah, he's doing so well, so well.
Has to make it known, and I think it's funny because Conrad knows, like, oh, you're working for my dad. He sees like
he knows his dad,
and he sees that as not a flex that
he's like,
they're thinking
why
maybe it
would
is.
you do that? Yeah,
not even that Jeremiah I would think knows that's a flex. But Jeremiah or Conrad's like, okay.
Yeah, and it just shows another way of like Belly always thinks she needs to jump in to save Jeremiah.
Yes. Belly's face at the end when Conrad's like, I'm going on a run, and then she like, if you watch it again, she kind of smirks at it. She's like, kind of happy that he's there.
I think she's happy she's there,
and she
knows
does it a
there's
few more
something
times.
deeper too that Conrad said, because he's just like wanted some time away from everything. It's been so crazy, and she clocked that like that's not the case. I need to stop saying clocked. She pinpointed that that's not the case. She like knows in her gut. And I have a little prediction, just a little one that I came up with on my own.
Do tell.
Okay. Conrad eventually goes to Belly or somehow finds out that he got fired from his job because of the Steven thing kind of thing. His like mind was all wrapped up in it. Whether he overhears it from Agnes on the phone, like, you got fired from here, like Agnes says something, you know what I'm saying, to like reveal it, or like you have this other job or whatever it is. Or if he just outright tells her, I don't know, maybe they get drunk off of wine and he tells her.
We still haven't seen that scene, by the way, in the trailer where they're hanging out. I think it's coming
next episode, I think.
Next, I think a lot could happen. Even if Agnes calls Conrad, I wonder how Belly would react to that. Like, just knowing there's another girl, even though there's nothing there, seemingly.
I know. But even just in general. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
it could so
there could be multiple purposes for Agnes calling, if she does ever, to, you know, have her overhear anything about Conrad, but also to make her jealous a little bit. And I think also if she does ever find out about why Conrad's there, or the fact that because Agnes could be like, well, dude, why are you not in California? I have this job for you. Like, you canceled your flights kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you said, something of that sort. And Belly kind of gets it into her head, like, oh, like he's here, like he lost his job because of the Steven thing, because you helped us. Oh, you canceled your flight to stay here. Like, why would you do that kind of thing? Like, I think she'll maybe realize how maybe she's like
caring for her,
caring about her and doing, I don't know, or acting. Because she seems like giddy that he's there.
He's
like,
still fine.
Here?
Yes, especially even at the end.
Yeah.
And
I also think Belly felt weird about like being giddy or like coming off too giddy to stay with Conrad. And so she was kind of like, well, I could stay at my dad's. I could stay here. Like throwing out these like empty offers so that Jeremiah has to be like, no, just stay here. Like, no, you can't come to Boston. You just have to like, this is kind of the only option, so that she feels better about it. And so she doesn't think that she wants to be there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like I don't want to, like, no, but I have to. And he's like, no, you have to, like, kind of thing. So he had to say it.
Yes, I agree. It's like a less guilty thing.
Sure.
Or like trying to show off almost.
Yeah.
That she doesn't care for Conrad.
Right. Like,
that he's
it's
there.
chill.
It's
like, I don't need
chill.
to be here with him. Like, I don't care to be here.
I do
with
too.
him.
I think so.
I
think that. Yeah. And Agnes has the news of the job again. She always has a deliverable.
She is what we are. She's the one on the horse.
Forgot.
Yes.
I love that for her. I do too. It's great. She's his manager.
You have to get back to California immediately. You have a job lined up.
Yeah. Like, that's so
He's
funny.
like, yes, ma'am.
They're really setting him up for that mature look where he has that dad vibe going on with the ear loop.
Giving doctor.
Yes.
Like you know the doctor, you know how the doctors dress. They're always in hokas.
With the rounded earbuds.
Purr.
Yeah. We get the best scene of all time. This scene, the surfing scene. This is exactly what I pictured the brothers to be like all along. When I was reading the books growing up, you could say.
Yep.
This is exactly how I pictured the cousins, Beach Boys, floppy, wet, curly hair.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
They looked like really beachy in that scene. Like Jeremiah with the red eyes. Like they both looked smashingly like Beach Boy, like surfer bros.
Loved it. That's another top scene for me.
Yes, with their hair wet, they did it.
The splash, everything was so good. Should we read it?
Sure. I never asked for your opinion. This is between me and Belly. And I said, you're right. Forget it. Jeremiah didn't answer. He looked over his shoulder and then he started to paddle away. As the wave crest, he popped up and rode it to shore. I punched my hand through the water. I wanted to kick his ass. This is between me and Belly. Smug piece of shit. He was marrying my girl and I couldn't do anything about it. I just had to watch it happen because he was my brother and I promised. Take care of him, Connie. I'm counting on you. In this, it was kind of like, really, you won't be my best man? Whereas this, he got mad just because he like didn't agree with the wedding kind of thing. Like,
so you can see the difference. The smack's still there. We don't see him saying that about
I think Jeremiah was trying to also manipulate him like he did Steven there and it didn't work.
Yes, and it didn't work. And that's why he's like kind of giving like your mom.
Really, you won't take the bait?
It's kind of giving someone in your life who,
Sure.
okay, I know I'm just the worst friend.
Yeah.
I'm the worst mom.
Yeah.
I'm the worst sister.
You know, yes, yes,
Like, you
exactly.
just-
Like, oh,
that's
great, I can't do anything right.
That's exactly how
Sure,
he is, because he's
that
like,
same
I guess,
energy.
good, I wouldn't want you to be up there on my wedding day having to fake it. Like, that's
Like,
giving...
bro, you know he's faking it no matter what. How do you know?
How do
want
you-
to shake people like that?
Yes.
How,
'cause
what
he's
do you
just
mean?
So oblivious.
Yes, 4 years ago. I don't care if it's been 4 years, mind you. Those who are not yearners do not understand that 4 years is nothing to a yearner, baby.
Nothing on me.
Nothing on me.
For real, that's so true. I did not see this originally, but the surfboards are blue and red. By the way. And except, although Conrad is blue,
Yes,
and Jeremiah is red, which the streets are saying it could be, we're entering Conrad's point of view because he's currently blue and he's currently losing.
Yep.
So losing is red.
Yep.
So it's kind of switched.
Yep. Up until now, too, like every scene that you see Conrad in, he seems a little bit more reserved about his opinions or his like feelings and thoughts. You can see it in his face. He's doing such Briney doing such a great job at like acting. What?
I thought you were gonna say Chris Brown.
No, I always say Chris Brinley. That's why I was trying not to say Chris Brinley.
I always say Brinley
every
too.
time.
But can't not.
Christopher Briney is doing like a fabulous job. The streets are saying he's carrying the show, but I think he's doing.
He's so good.
It's so believable. It's so beautiful.
And it's so believable too because it gets to me because whenever I see interviews of him, it's so different than Conrad. I'm like, that's how I know
he's
it's
acting.
so
He's
good.
a good actor. Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
I don't even recognize him in
I
interviews.
agree. It's like completely different. And I also think that like everything that we've seen of Conrad so far in this season is priming us for his point of view. Like I really think that like that is why we're getting such a reserved dialogue from him in a way. Like even in this scene, it's even a little bit more reserved than you would think it would be. He's kind of like holding back. He's saying like just what he needs to say to reply. And then I think we're gonna really get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I think he might like lay it all down.
Yes,
all at once. We're
Yes.
gonna get it all. That's what I'm hoping for. Even with Belly, I'm hoping for the same. I feel like we've seen a reserved of her even.
Oh, I agree.
In ways, and I feel like we could get some sort of episode
Context,
of
yes.
like a memory of like
for sure
how everything has actually been.
Yeah, we
for
need
her.
to know like what she's actually thinking because we see her just carrying on with the wedding and putting on a brave face, but also being really upset. But we don't know what she's actually thinking, like if she's regretting this decision, whatever it is, you know?
Yeah, we don't hear much.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Belly, like again, they are all doing such an amazing job. I really mean that, like every single character. I really do think that.
Yeah.
But the scene where Belly gets out of the pool and she's talking like again, that's one of my favorite Belly scenes.
Me too.
Where she's like, "What?"
Yes, it's so
It's
good.
so Belly.
Yeah, Jeremiah like comes to her saying the ridiculous stuff, and Belly's like not having it with what Conrad says.
Yeah.
She's mad, and
It's like, oh, he thinks he's just so cool, so much more mature than us.
she
It
has
gets under her skin what he
it's
thinks.
so badly under her skin, and I feel like the way Belly is going about it with Jeremiah is the only way she can be mad about Conrad without
get it out.
Yeah, getting it out without saying like telling Jeremiah she's
Sure.
like bothered by the situation.
Sure, she has to just like make fun of him.
Make
in a
fun of
way.
him.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way. She can't be like, Conrad's doing this and I know he's doing it because
yeah,
of
she
this.
can't like keep but she
Like-
I mean she really is reaming this point of view in of making fun of Conrad or like
That's
like,
why it's
being
so
annoyed
weird
by what he's saying.
Yes.
And really caring. Like obviously like when you're annoyed by something that means you care. Like he got under your skin. That worked.
She talks to Conrad in the kitchen and is like
Oh my God,
frustrated
yeah.
with him. She walks away and she's kind of like checking him out. She like looks him up and down and walks away, and I'm like,
It's like one quick look before I go.
yeah. I'm just saying.
Laurel and John, they get into it. Like and again, I think it's just showing too like that John's such a stable figure, I think, for Laurel, even like in the way of just like bringing her back down to earth in a way, even if she's not listening. She's clearly very stubborn.
One did a thing of what character zodiac signs everyone is.
Oh no.
I forgot to
Is she
send
a
that
Taurus?
to you. Laurel's a Taurus. Yeah, I'm Laurel.
Yeah.
I forget who you are. Probably Jeremiah. Just kidding.
You weren't kidding, you bitch. You were not fucking kidding.
No, I think you were like Denise or something.
I always get the fucking side characters.
I believe I didn't send that.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a really good dad, and like not to say she's not a good mom.
No, and I think that she is to an extent. She's trying her best to be. Like,
Yeah.
I think she's just really fighting with this. I think she really like when you
doesn't
just
know what to do.
When you know, I think I would be really similar. Like, not in this way. Of course, I would show up to my daughter's wedding. But I do think feeling like that where you see somebody making a mistake. Mother's intuition, ever heard of it?
They say that's true. Then we go to movie night at Cousins. This is the trailer clip. Belly is drunk.
I know, they have their little wine.
She's having a little wine. She's getting a little bit jokey about Conrad, and Conrad
ridiculous.
Really going at it with that. And
Belly brought it up.
Belly brought it up, and they really went with it. And I do think it's interesting to see that because Belly's obviously has a bottle in her hand. Yeah. But also, Belly knows that house inside and out. She knows Conrad's.
She has to.
Window looks out to there. Like, she does know that.
Yes.
And I would think.
Yes.
And she's not being cautious or anything about it. She's doing it
loud and proud
purpose. And then he said, no, none of this.
This is not happening to me.
Book that flight and change your ticket by One Direction should play. Oops, what did I just do?
I agree. There's a lot of hate towards Belly in the scene, and I agree that it, like, my initial gut reaction was, this is evil. And I do think it is, but, like, sitting on it, I'm just like, I think Conrad knows them better. Like, they do have, like, such a close, like, dynamic of growing up together. I don't think he took it that personal. I think it was more so, like, annoying of, like, hearing them so, like, giddy together and, like, happy. Like, to me, that would piss me off more than them making fun of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to fucking listen to you guys now, like, Kiki down there. No.
Yes.
I don't even care that you're making fun of me because it's not, like, that deep. It's just making fun of what he said. Like, you know what I mean? Again, you feel hurt for Conrad, and it's so sad because you know he loves her, and it's, like, having to hear that from somebody that you love. Obviously, not ideal and hurtful, but I don't think I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, in the book where he kind of says, like, I don't want to have to watch them, like, cuddle every day. I'm going to shoot my brains out with a nail gun. You know what I mean?
Which, by the way, I think we're going to get that next week.
Yeah.
Steven and Denise after hours. I always think it's interesting to see people in their after work clothes.
I know.
Like, whenever you're working with someone and you see them, like, outside of their work attire, you're like, oh, you get a different take on them, like reality wise.
That was me after I would come out in Target. Yeah, these bitches only saw me in my red and khakis, okay, back then. But I walked in.
They didn't know what a baddie was like. So, yeah.
That's what the vibe I get from Denise. Baddie under office siren.
Yes, and I think she caught a vibe. I think they both caught a vibe.
Steven had a fedora. He would have went like this to her.
My lady.
This scene pissed me off so fucking much of Jeremiah and Belly.
No, me too.
It pissed me off more.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. No,
it pissed me off more. Literally, like, so badly to where I, like, haven't stopped thinking about it.
No, it's been on my mind too because what was that?
Oh, I was you tricked me. I was like, wait, what was it? The flowers.
Okay, yeah, the flowers. So there's a whole bunch of hydrangeas in the picture, in the scenery. They're all blue, except for 2 red ones. And I'm just saying, okay? It's interesting.
Yeah. It looks like it's a hosta underneath.
Oh. Jeremiah's saying bye to Belly. He's going back to work, leaving Belly at the house with Conrad. And
don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Exactly. Except it hits really hard because Belly looks at Jeremiah and, like, says something about Paris and is like, I really don't want to leave you. And to me it was like more of like a testing the waters, seeing how you are feeling.
I don't think she was being so serious.
I don't think she was actually meaning like she doesn't want to go to Paris. It was more of like, I'm gonna miss you. I don't really want to go on this trip. Wink, but like,
I mean, that's also like what you say. I'm going to Hawaii, and you're like, oh, I don't want to leave you.
It was one of those. It's like out of
it's not an option to just fucking not.
Heart. Yes. Like she's saying it for reassurance, and then he sees that and is like actually agreeing with it, being like, yeah, I don't want you to go either. Can you like not?
Yeah. and then she's like,
she for whatever reason is like in this pleasing mode of like, let's please Jeremiah in every given way possible, and I'm just so mad for Belly at Belly too, because
shut your fucking mouth.
She's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna go. She
calls
it quits.
Can I just say, this girl does not have a sister, and it shows.
Yes, this is literally. Why would you drop out of Yale? And it's killing me inside.
No.
It's that version.
Yeah.
Like imagine Conrad finding out about this, or Laurel
Paris because of
what's Laurel gonna say?
Because you're getting married because you don't have to get married right now, mind you. This was like a spur of the moment thing, and you don't want to be apart after you're randomly married. Apart for a few months maybe max.
Like, seriously, and he could drop everything to go.
How about come
you.
with me to Paris if you can't be apart?
Yes.
Why does she have to give it up? Why can't he give it up?
And it just proves Laurel's point of what she's saying. And, like, I cannot wait till the day she finds out about this.
I cannot wait until your mother hears about this. To give Belly credit, I really don't think that she was expecting Jeremiah to do this. I think she was just, like you said, throwing it out. And when he replied back, like, good, I didn't really want you to go. She was kind of like, oh. Well, then I'm not going then, kind of thing. Like, you could see, like, a shift in her face, I think.
She was definitely, like, kind of weird about it.
Yeah. And in my opinion, I just think, like, it's just showcasing another, like, this is obviously in here for a reason, not only for us to get pissed off at Belly, but also to show just, like, how much power he has over her and in her decision-making and her, like, selflessness in a way.
Yeah. And you don't know in that moment or whatever, like, what you're giving up for your future of, like, even it's just this one little thing I'm not gonna do.
Belly, we're welcoming you as a third sister, and we will shake that out of you.
And then Taylor and Steven, great, they talk about Lucinda's finances again. She's playing mommy role again or in the next scene. Maybe she tells Lucinda she's not going to New York. Taylor's mom says something about her being the mom, and Taylor does kind of switch the conversation. I don't know if it's, like, avoidant of that topic. I hope this is like a Taylor Swift clown theory. You know what I'm saying? Like, reputation. I sure hope so. But it really does scare me when Jenny Hans is going around saying, like, you don't know the ending, because I don't think the actual ending is going to be different. I think there could be something like this, an add-on. Like, okay, you know what? That would make more sense. And then again, another scene that, like, had me fucking bawling. Putting her dress in her closet, she found her Deb Ball dress, and she's just like, you know, it was the most beautiful thing. Like, it was so personal that my mom, you know, picked this out for me, kind of thing. And isn't that where she has the flashback when she's young? Where did I put mine? I couldn't figure out. I was like, what was the point of that flashback? Because they were mentioned that her favorite color is blue while she's in that, and then it flashes to Conrad after that in his blue bedroom. Which has probably been blue the whole time, in his blue outfit. Like, that clearly is his favorite color, and she's just taken it out. Like, she's always loved him. To hear the thing of that wallpaper in Belly's room at the beach house is imported from Paris. Also, Fleetwood Mac landslide. I was just thinking that while you were saying it. Kills me inside whenever that comes on. It's like another one of the... It's like the Phoebe Bridger song at the end of season 1. And then Conrad sees her, is about to leave. My thing is, every time I watch it back, I'm like, damn, he was like staying watching her. Like, he didn't just peer in and peek. He, like, stood and watched her, like, upset, and, like, it really got to him. And he was just like I think it upset him, and he was just like thinking, obviously, like, I can't do this. I can't leave her while she's, like, leaving, like, laying like this. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like that. Yeah, all of the above of, like, what he should do. Should he go in and, like, help her? Yes. In the book, I have what he says about her crying, and it's a little bit different from chapter 37 if you want to listen, which is way further than where we're at right now. Yes, that's the weird part. It's like very much further. Conrad hears her crying about her mom, and it shook him up, he said. Conrad and Laurel meet up. Connell. Oh no, that was Freudian. I'm blaming that. That was really bad. Conrad talks to Laurel about the wedding. Conrad's okay. I already said this, but again, he hates to see her cry. Like, that's the importance of that. Of that chapter, and that it shook him up so bad, right? Even though it wasn't really the situation in the book. There's an importance of, like, he can't handle it. Yes. And wants to be a friend too. Because in the book, it's like Jeremiah and Belly are very similar in the way where they're always very, like, the joyous person. Like, if there's a bright side of it, Belly can find it, kind of thing. Heavy on the fact that Belly doesn't cry a lot or show her emotions like that. She's pretty, like, positive a lot of the time. And I think that's why too, when you see that one person, like, being upset, and it's like, oh god, they're, like, really upset, and, like, all alone too. It's like so I mean, it's heavy hitting. Hard. And that's where they saw, like, before this, when she was in the closet, that's where they saw the red flag too. So and that we also see the text from Jeremiah to Belly, and it just noting, it says to call him, and she fully ignores it, then runs to Conrad first to like thank him, giddy, and Conrad seemingly is all in. And again, she cares so much what Conrad thinks, clearly, and it's like heavy on that again. And can I just say, I looked at Jeremiah's emojis. Why are they blonde? Why? The bride and the groom are both blonde. Stylist this season's everybody's outfits, killing it, especially Conrad's and Belly's. Yes, especially. And Taylor's. I really like those too. Yeah, me too. They're not bad. And Just the Conrad though is like, it's really emphasizing the mature and living in he has his watch on. He's living a real life, growing up.
Hubby.
Right. The end scene where Conrad is hugging Belly. And
because though he made the, what are they called?
Dirt bombs.
He knew it was her birthday. I think also she saw she was upset. She always smells those muffins. Every time they walk in, they're like, muffins? Muffins? Dirt
it's all
bombs?
about muffins.
Yes.
Do you bake now? Only on special occasions. Happy belated birthday, Belly. You remembered? I always remember. Thank you. Hugs.
Big
and
fucking long hug.
long, cozy, yearning hug. And
What have I
heavy on the
done?
do you bake now? It's like mature. Again, you bake? And he's cleaning the kitchen?
Right, because in the book it's more of like, oh, you cook? Kind of like Jeremiah and her were there and they're like, you cook now? And he's like, I just kind of make chicken, but like,
yeah,
whatever.
Like, whatever. But
and this is kind of like her
that
like,
version
in her mind, like, okay.
Oh, you do that.
Okay.
But this is where in the book, that part is when she compares Jeremiah and Conrad, and Conrad's like, Conrad goes to the grocery store, and she's like, Jeremiah
doesn't even change the toilet roll, something or whatever.
Yeah, he's like doesn't do anything in there.
Yeah,
Conrad would never. He's always cleaning, and she's kind of convincing herself of Jeremiah's like, but that's just Jeremiah. And then he says, what did I do? We're gonna get a shirt that says that.
I want a hat that says that. What have I done?
What
I
have
really
I done?
truly think you guys, if you read the books or whether you haven't, like, just know that I think this season, Belly and Conrad, we are getting like the most fiery versions of Belly and Conradism. Like, I think that the way that they're doing it, like, it's so like, I don't know, there's like this chemistry.
There's an
it's so
insane
undeniable
chemistry going on right now.
Yes, and it's just a little bit like,
it's so amazing.
it's slaying a little bit more than it did in the books even. It really hit in the books too, but like seeing it like this,
I don't know if it's because like we haven't seen them at all really together this
I know.
season so far. So it's like really hitting, but like it's so good.
Yep, I agree.
Them hugging. I can't even.
And what were they hugging to? The song Hailey's Comet by Billie Eilish, which when I read the lyrics to that, because I didn't really pay attention to it at first, when I read the lyrics, I'm like, oh my God.
It's crazy.
Oh my God. Hailey's Comet, I don't want it, and I don't want to want you. But in my dreams, like you said, I seem to be more honest, but I must admit you've been in quite a few. I've been loved before, but right now in this moment, I feel more and more like I was made for you. For you. I'm sitting in my brother's room. Haven't slept in a week or two. I think I might have fallen in love. What am I to do?
Wow.
And it's crazy too, because also in the scene, like, Conrad mocks them, like, saying like, you're ridiculously welcome kind of thing. And I think he like is playful. People are saying it's like flirting, and I do pick up on that as well. Like, that it is definitely like flirting to be like that. But also just to know, like, I heard you say that. And I think one of the big reasons too that like everybody's freaking out about if this what have I done thing is because that is alluding to the fact that next episode should be, if we are all correct, Conrad's point of view episode, because in the books Conrad and Belly kind of switch back and forth for a lot of it, point of views, and so you get to hear a lot of Conrad's point of view, and he has like dedicated chapters to his, so you can really understand where he's coming from. And like kind of just like last season you had Jeremiah's point of view episode, right? It wasn't there one?
Yeah.
And it was episode 5 as well. I think that that's like exactly why he said like, what have I done? Because I think the fact that he knows that he can't, like, he couldn't leave, like, that was a decision he made. He did something. If you flash back to the scene of him when he was talking to Agnes at the bar, and there was the flashback scene of him at the beach, and he is saying over top of that, like, he knows he can't be alone with her because he knows he's still in love, and he knows that he won't be able to hold it in for much longer if he's alone with her, basically. And I think, like, in that moment, he's like, how am I supposed to, like, be here with her without telling her that I'm, like, feeling this way, but she's fucking marrying my brother kind of thing?
That too, and I think also that also goes into, like, him saying yes, go for it with my brother, and like being there for it is having another person on their side even too.
Right.
And it's
right.
like it's like
why
the
did
both
I, like, agree,
yes
agreeing to this kind of thing,
like
or like
gonna start
co-signing it.
Yes, it's really gonna
and so making
put
it
it
more
into
real.
motion.
Yes, for sure.
Along with that though, like
yes.
the mix of like all of it is what
all
did I do, because Oh my God,
I know.
I'm sick.
I know.
I can't even think about it.
I know. Oh, and then I also saw someone say like something about season 1 Belly loving a boy that was no longer himself, which was Conrad, of course, because he was so in the midst of the Susanna, his mom finding out his mom had cancer again. And then season 3, Conrad loving a girl that is no longer herself. That was a tweet. And I was like, that hits. Like, that is so true because, again, you really see that from Belly. Like, I think more than other seasons. Like, she seems to, like, I don't know.
I agree. And even when people say Conrad's acting different, or like, that was the emphasis actually on season 1, 2, is like Conrad's acting so different.
Yes.
But like now we're seeing the real, like he's
for sure
mature and we're seeing the good qualities. So like maybe like Belly's really seeing it again.
Yes.
Too.
Jenny on an Instagram story, right? Okay, somebody asked, are there any supersized episodes? And she was like, yes, actually the one that I directed. And people are saying that she directed the Conrad one, which would be episode 5, which is also very Swiftyism of her because track 5 on Taylor Swift's albums are very like, what is it? Like all of these like the emotional like hard hitter songs. And that checks out for this. And if it is next episode, that means we would be getting, I think, like what people are saying, like an hour and a half maybe.
Because there's a lot to get from
from
our little lad Conrad.
Yes, exactly.
I think there's going to be a lot that is happening. I was rereading the book. As I was saying, Belly has to mail invitations and is asking Conrad about love stamps. Conrad drives her and they're laughing.
The trailer scene.
Yes, they're laughing in the car, and clear that he's interested in grown-up things about like stamps. Like that was the comparison. Anyway,
oh yeah.
Tells that he would take it all back from the motel. we could get that in the point of view where he's like regrets.
Oh,
not
I
saying
see.
He loves her.
Yes.
And instead he walks away. Belly hates the idea of a funny song for a wedding and is mad at Jeremiah because he wants this like frat song. Conrad point of view, would rather shoot myself with a nail gun repeatedly than watch movies on the couch together all night. Denise calls Belly to plan a wedding.
You think Denise would?
No, in the book she does, but not this right. Denise.
But do you think it would be Kayliegh then?
Yeah, maybe. I'm so curious.
Oh my God. And then Conrad finds out that Kayleigh's helping them. But what if Belly would recognize the name Kayliegh, I would think, right? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. Belly and Conrad go flower picking and with the peach scene.
Yes, and they went to Michael's or something too in the book
because Jeremiah like couldn't make it, and I think the peach scene we could get guilty of sin. Like, wouldn't that be a good one?
Someone told me there's no such thing as bad thoughts, only your actions talk.
Fatal fantasy.
Yes,
yeah,
like that's so that.
And this is where the nail biting comes to play, and Belly and Conrad's like realizing she's a good driver now and she's like more confident. It could also maybe not, this could be in the next episode because this is not all in Conrad's point of view, but Jeremiah and Belly are supposed to go apartment shopping. Conrad hurts himself surfing.
And you think it's next episode?
It's coming up.
Really?
It's very quick into
Is it
cousins.
really?
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it either, but like I'll tell you, like Belly helps clean it and his head is resting on the shoulder like lightly because he's like about
over top of her. It's just crazy, everything. Like that episode again was my favorite, but I think next episode's going to top it.
I think it's going to be our favorite.
We cannot wait, seriously.
And we're gonna get dirt bombs because I'm gonna make them.
Yeah. If only you guys can eat them. I'm sorry you can't. That's like all we have. That was the whole episode. Our thoughts on it, the debriefs, all the Easter eggs that we've found. Well, there are more, but like we try to hit as many as we could. And also don't forget we have a giveaway right now on our Instagram. Make sure you go enter that. Make sure you're subscribed as well so you don't miss our Summer I Turn Pretty content. And we have members.
Oh my gosh,
we have a members channel. So if you wanted to be a member, we are making some random videos for members, just like chatting. We did a little walk chat the other day where we walked and talk about Susanna's letter to Belly. And if you want to be part of that, there's a link down below as well. But
and we're also very open to suggestions in that.
Yes, we love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'm like so excited for Wednesday. I can't sleep.
No, I actually can't stop thinking
it's
about
actually
it.
Fucked up.
So yeah.
So we'll see you then. Until then, bye.